We do want to get to that. Breaking news this morning, the major announcement from President Biden. After 294 days in a Russian prison, Brittney Griner has been freed. News that the country and Brittney's wife, Sherelle, have been waiting a long time for.
Sherelle and Brittney have spoken to the president. These negotiations happening with the backdrop of Putin's war in Ukraine intensifying. We go straight to our chief White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega. Good morning, Cecilia.
George, good morning to you. We just got breaking news here from senior officials in this administration, so let me tell you what I know. This all came together within the last 48 hours. Brittney Griner was moved out of that penal colony into Moscow as these negotiations tightened. She was transferred from Moscow today to the UAE. She is currently, as we speak, en route to the United States. You saw the president speaking with Greiner earlier this morning with her wife, Sherelle, here in the Oval Office. That phone call took place while Greiner was on that tarmac in the United Arab Emirates. We are told that she is in good health this morning, that she is being offered a wide range of support options after months of being detained, that she is, quote, in an extremely upbeat mood, all smiles and extremely grateful, and that she is expected to be home within 24 hours. This morning, WNBA star Brittney Griner is on her way home to the United States.
She's safe. She's on a plane. She's on her way home.
Greiner released as part of a one-for-one prisoner swap with Russian Viktor Bout, an international arms dealer with suspected ties to Russian intelligence, who was serving a 25-year sentence in the U.S. President Biden tweeting out these photos with Griner's wife, Sherelle, Vice President Harris, and Secretary of State Antony Blinken. They're in the Oval Office as they spoke to Griner on the phone. Just moments ago, President Biden addressing the nation.
I'm glad to be able to say that Brittney's in good spirits. She's relieved to finally be heading home.
Sherelle also joining the president at the podium.
Today is just a happy day for me and my family, so I'm going to smile right now.
9 months ago, Greiner was arrested at a Moscow airport for carrying vape cartridges containing hash oil. The seven-time All-Star admitted to mistakenly putting 2 cartridges in her luggage, but also providing documents showing she had a prescription from an American doctor. A Russian court sentencing her to 9 years, and she was recently transferred to a Russian penal colony. In May, Sherelle Greiner opened up to Robin about the moment she learned her wife was detained.
This is my wife, so as much as I want to go in that bed or lay on this couch, because the first week I laid on this couch and cried my eyeballs out, I was numb, I couldn't move, and then I said, you got to get up now.
Sherelle never giving up hope in the fight for Brittney's freedom.
Has it been comforting to see all the WNBA courts with BG 42?
Yes, but I think more specifically, it comforts BG. It lets her know she's not forgotten, and obviously, when you're sitting over there in your country, they haven't come to your rescue yet. I know that it makes her feel good, because she doesn't want to be forgotten, And those small moments, I know, give her some type of hope.
Now, Sherelle was all smiles just a few moments ago here at the White House. She is eagerly looking forward to reuniting with her wife, whom she calls BG. I want to tell you more about the breaking details that we are getting from senior administration officials. What happened here today, this release is a product of months and months of what they call painstaking negotiations across the highest levels of the U.S. government and the highest levels there in Moscow. The U.S. engaged directly with the Russians to try and secure not just Griner's release, but also Paul Whelan, the American who has been held in U.S. custody for years now, accused of espionage. Administration officials say that Biden had to make the difficult decision to accept this deal without Whelan in order to get Greiner home, because the Russians very much believe that the Whelan case is very different. George, I will leave it back to you, but these details are still breaking. They say they are still continuing to try to get Whelan home. The Russians made it clear the only way that they could secure Griner's release was to release the Russian convicted arms dealer Viktor Bout. He was scheduled for release in 2029 after more than 12 years behind bars in U.S. custody. But just to reiterate, this all came together in the last 48 hours. Greiner was moved from that penal colony to Moscow. She was transferred to the United Arab Emirates. Today, she is currently en route to the United States. They say that she is in good spirits, that she was all smiles, that she is extremely extremely grateful. She is very much looking forward to being home with her wife, her friends, her team, and that could happen, George, within the president says, hopefully within 24 hours, we could expect to see her back on U.S. soil.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.